Hey, I was in the neighborhood, so I just wanted to stop by and tell you in person I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight.
Come on, man. You too? Chuck's gonna be working. Blair and Serena are on those shows. I mean, what's up? You have a hot date or something?
Oh, hardly. Blair is trying to set me up with Serena, which reminded me I didn't exactly have a great time in high school, so I'm not eager to relive it.
Before you say no, think about this. There's gonna be grown women here dressed like schoolgirls.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't make it. If it makes you feel any better, I will totally sign you your book.
No, it doesn't. What is it?
It's, something strange.
Of course I love you, Chuck. I've always loved you. I love you more and more every
You know what? On second thought, I think I will come tonight. I mean, who doesn't like schoolgirls?
Yes.
Georgina. You're a gossip girl?
What? No, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Oh, okay. I'm not Gossip Girl. I work for her. And believe me, the job is a lot harder than I thought.
Okay, look, your blackmailing days are over. If you tell anyone that I leaked that video of Blair and Chuck at her wedding, then I'll tell everyone that you're Gossip Girl's henchman.
Don't you think you're overreacting here? I mean, I was just trying to help your relationship along by getting you to finally kiss Blair. I couldn't handle the lack of action any longer, all those endless pauses and pained stares. So boring. She wants you to kiss her too. The fact that you haven't just done it already would be shocking if you weren't, well, you.
Dan? Georgina? What is going on?
Everything's fine. Georgina was just leaving, weren't you?
Yes, I was. This party is so 2007 anyway.
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at some fancy gala?
I still had this. And I just need to know one thing. I sent Serena to look for you. Am I just setting her up for disappointment?
Do you really want us to get back together?
I just want you to be happy. Tell me what would make you happy, Dan.
Wait! Hey, Georgina!
Sorry, S. Looks like your 7 minutes in heaven just turned into 7 seconds from hell.
Dan, give it.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't just smash this phone on the floor right now.
Fine. No problem. I've already emailed myself the picture anyway.
Doesn't matter. You can't do anything with it anyway, because the second you do, we'll just out you as the Gossip Girl spy you are.
I'm not her spy, you idiot. I am her. Watching you and Blair squirm with unfulfilled desire is way more fun than any damage one picture could cause.
What does that mean?
It means that the girl you love finally gave you a sign that she likes you back. And there's not a damn thing either of you can do about it without destroying not only Blair's marriage, but her family's entire financial future.
Our family. I don't understand.
She didn't tell you about her prenup? If Blair defaults in her marriage in any way, the dowry she'd owe would bankrupt Eleanor. And sweetie, if Blair hated you for being poor before, imagine how much she'd hate you for making her poor too.
The house in the Hamptons, too.
And in Aspen and St. Bart's.
Sorry, Tiffany. Time's up. Don't call us, we'll call you. Okay, you both know the drill. Skip the small talk and get down to business. You have 5 minutes.
Hey, Dan.
Serena, are you here to interview for the position?
I'm sorry, do you work here now?
As if. I'm pimping out celeb chance for Dan to have sex with. If you're interested, you can, get in line.
Dan told me to meet him here. I'll just be 2 minutes.
That's fine, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave your bag. We can't risk any unauthorized recording devices. His words are worth too much.
I need to know, did you write a chapter about me?
Of course I did. You really think my father or Nate are more interesting than the infamous Serena Vanderwoodson?
Okay, but I need to know what's in it and when it comes out.
Well, that would ruin all the fun.
Dan, I'm serious. Did you write about that night that we were together at the Campbell apartment?
Relax. I didn't publish any of that. But not to protect you, because it was the most humiliating thing I'd ever been a part of. But don't worry, there's gonna be some good stuff in your chapter. I think I might even include a little tidbit of this desperate conversation.
I can't believe I ever loved someone who could write such awful things about his friends and family.
Right, because you were thinking about my feelings when you made that sex tape.
You know what the worst part is? You actually seem to be enjoying it.
Serena, wait a second, wait. On your way out, just let Georgina know that I gotta take a bathroom break.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, Dan says have the next girl meet him in the bathroom.
It's more like it.
Hey, I just finished my errand. Yeah, I got everything I needed.
So, who's it gonna be? Personally, I think Melissa has the better face for photos, but Natasha is a Coppola, and that does come with a certain cachet.
Well, I have to choose now.
Obviously.
Well, can't it wait? I mean, I'm exhausted.
Oh, suck it up, Humphrey. They have pills for that. These girls are perfect. They all come from great neighborhoods, have very high IQs, and dress in designer labels. They meet all of our requirements.
This just isn't me. These girls might be perfect on paper, but they're not who I'm looking for.
Since when are you looking for anybody? Don't go soft on me now, Humphrey. Finding true love was never part of our deal.
We all have things from our pasts we'd like to erase.
Philip, get some popcorn. I ran into Serena earlier today and picked up a movie for us.
But on the Upper East Side, it's not so easy to hit delete.
Debutante is Bunny Rayburn. Bunny is the daughter of Jim and Fran Rayburn. She's escorted by Tom Grand. Bunny began to dance as a toddler.
Hey, how you feeling?
Like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Hey,
Oh, there you are. I'm glad you made it.
so I take it you didn't uninvite me either?
Of course not. What are you talking about?
Well, I know about the engagement ring, and I don't care about my mom's permission.
Neither do I.
Our next debutante is Sage Spence.
You ready for this?
I can hardly wait.
Sage is the daughter of Paulette and Stephen Spence. She's escorted by Nathaniel Archibald.
I always knew you could do dirty.
Provocative. We do make a good team.
Her love of horseback riding started on the Central Park Carousel. Good. What are you doing? What's happening? Ed, plug it up! Can we please turn off the screen? No.
It's weird your camera's on.
No, it's not.
Whoa, I think it was recording us, actually.
Oh, gosh, maybe I...
Blair, I can explain this.
You manipulated me into thinking that it was over so I would cheat on her.
I said I'd never mention S again. But what's a movie without credits?
Why don't we stop the dancing early, huh? Dancing.
Sage did this. She told Blair she had a plan.
The same Blair who put her in a fashion show half naked?
No, Sage did that too. You cannot let her sabotage our relationship.
Excuse me if I don't take parenting advice from a woman who recorded herself having sex with her ex to get revenge on her best friend.
I know that was wrong. I was in a really bad place, which is why I left town in the first place, to get a fresh start, which I had with you. This doesn't change us.
It changes everything.
So the whole time you refused to speak to me for choosing Chuck, you were cheating on me with Serena.
It was only once, and you heard the tape. She manipulated me into it.
In order to claim date rape, you have to say no.
Look, she told me you chose Chuck, which turns out wasn't even a lie. You just didn't have the decency to tell me yourself.
I intended to, but I respected you enough not to sleep with him until I did. I thought Chuck sleeping with Jenny was the most despicable thing someone could do to me. But this is worse. Because you pretended to be better. At least I ended up with the right person.
You ended up with no one. Chuck will never be finished fighting with his father, and that ring around your neck is never gonna be on your finger.
I would rather be with no one than with you.
What the hell happened to waiting until midnight?
I was going to. That little bitch Sage stole my phone.
What did I ever do to her?
Well, from what I've heard over Deb's hurling in the bathroom, she wanted to stop her daddy from marrying Serena. The surprise ending for your serial was just collateral damage.
Well, you still got what you wanted. Blair hates me forever. I'm gonna go get the next chapter.
Bring it to me here. I forgot how much I love being 16.
Tell me this isn't your best cotillion ever.
Are you kidding me? This is worse than when I punched Carter Basin.
Excuse me, mini-me. My phone.
Oh, is this yours?
Skip the innocent act. I admire your way with an antic. If you're ever in the need of employment, call me. Dan, I'm so sorry for your loss. Hey, Dennis.
Georgina, I would ask you what you're doing here if I cared, which I don't, so...
I was just wondering if you had the chance to check Gossip Girl recently.
No. Why?
I know I promised I'd never publicly reveal that little video secret of yours, but unfortunately I left Philip in charge. So, lessons learned. Okay, bye.
Oh, Gigi. It's time you told everyone Dan Humphreys sent in that video on Blair's wedding day.
Philip is rich, not bright. I'm sorry, but keep reading.
Oh my God, this was sent in by...
How dare you? Of all your many, many attempts at sabotage, this is by far the most pathetic. Are you so worried that I'll find happiness without you that you feel the need to spread baseless lies at the wake of my best friend's grandmother?
Well, you may be correct about my motives. The blast is anything but a lie. You know, Serena and I didn't send the video, and it certainly wasn't Louis, so who's left?
I'm not playing this game.
Why don't you tell that to your boyfriend over there? Or even better, ask him the truth.
Beer me.
Perhaps you prefer something a little stronger. It's green.
What are you so relaxed about? We both know that Gossip Girl's latest hiccup makes you look even worse in Blair's eyes.
Maybe today. But at least she knows Dan isn't the good guy he pretends to be. In time, that'll sink in. She's not getting out of this royal mess anytime soon.
Oh, but she just did. That royal minder lady brokered the deal herself. Although the hint of a new scandal could probably derail it if you act fast enough.
Blair will come to her senses.
What if she doesn't? What if you spend the rest of your days wondering why you didn't try and stop her from falling into the flanneled arms of that pretentious poser? Anywho, something to think about.
What do you have in mind?
Remember when I showed you this?
How can I trust Gossip Girl wouldn't leave my fingerprints on another blast?
You can't, which is why we use her latest screw-up to our advantage and leave somebody else's instead. Oh, look, Dan's phone. It must have fallen out of his coat and into my purse. I think he dropped something.
Where did you... You insane? Blair's gonna think I actually sent this picture into Gossip Girl.
Duh, that was the point.
We had a deal, Georgina. You promised to protect me if I didn't tell anyone you were Gossip Girl.
Mm-hmm. I sold you out, so start talking. Look, I had fun being Gossip Girl, but I'm kind of over it. I'm just glad that the final blast was my masterpiece. I'm sorry if it ruins your life.
It's not just mine, it's Blair's, the Waldorf's.
Oh, I know. What a mess. It's like I just took down the entire Upper East Side. Oh, here comes the bullseye.
You Brooklyn Benedict Arnold, I can't believe you.
It was Georgina. She's Gossip Girl.
Oh, you will really say anything, won't you?
Oh, no, that part's true. Well, half true. I hacked into Gigi's website a few months ago when she obviously skipped town and none of you noticed. And honestly, guys, the experience has been wonderful, but it's just as well it's over now.
Could you tell her the important part? I didn't do this.
How does it feel to be set up and lose the person you love for something you didn't do?
Esty, please. There must be a way to still salvage our deal with the Grimaldis.
There might be, if there ever was a deal.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the deal thing? Esty made it all up. With my help, of course.
When you once Chuck heard you were free again, he'd do something foolish. Of course, even I didn't think it would happen this fast. Anyway, I must get back to Monaco. I have a prince to console. Cheers.
Standing ovation? Why, thank you.
Oh my God, I was just bitch slapped by Bridget Jones.
I left in a hurry. I felt so terrible. So guilty for what I had just done. I had to get out of there.
Eastview Hotel, please.
Georgina and I had plans to meet up after, so I headed straight to her. Little did I know she had a surprise waiting for me.
She's gonna lose her mind. A genuine Serena Vanderwooden sex tape.
How exactly are we gonna do this?
Well, if you put the camera over there, she'll never know.
Are you sure she's gonna be down for this?
It's Serena. She goes down for anything.
Hey, baby. How are the new Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd?
I didn't know it at the time, but she was taping me. Lucky for me, I was too stuck on what had just happened to be much fun for anyone. I can't believe I just did that. Blair's my best friend. What sort of person does that to her best friend?
Okay, this is a therapy session, G. You promised a party.
So break out the favorites.
I don't feel so good.
She always gets frisky after she hurls.
No, B, I'm not in the mood, okay?
Come on, move your hook.
What is it?
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I'm scared.
We're right here.
You know, I can't do this, Pete, okay? I can't, you know, how about we do a couple lines first, okay?
Whatever, baby.
Here, go ahead. Pete, what's happening? You okay? Georgina!
What? Why are you screaming?
What are you doing? I'm calling 911.
You can't. There's drugs everywhere. We get in so much trouble. We can get arrested. We have to go.
No, we can't leave him.
We have to. Get everything on it that has you on it. Go.
Where's his phone? Where was his phone?
What are you doing? I'm calling. Hi, we have an emergency. Can you send someone right away to the Eastview Hotel room? 1411, please. There's a guy, he's having seizures. I don't know what's wrong.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need your name and...
We have to go.
And Georgina told me we had to split up. She said that people might be looking for us. But I couldn't go. I just couldn't. So I waited near the hotel across the street. All I wanted was to see the paramedics helping Pete. But that's not what I saw. I didn't know what to do. I just knew I had to leave right away. I took a train heading north and I got a room and convinced my mom that boarding school was a good idea. And
Never say goodbye. It makes sense now.
But what does she even want from you?
well, when she came back, I told her that I had moved on from the lifestyle that she was still in, but she didn't like that. So somehow she became friends with Dan and Vanessa and called herself Sarah.
Why don't you just tell Dan about her?
Because she has that tape of me and she'll use it. It's practically a snuff film.
We need to find her.
No, please. Promise me, please. Promise me you won't do anything. Because if you do, then she'll show Dan. If he even ever speaks to me again.
Watch out, S. Just because you finally tell the truth doesn't mean there won't be consequences.